Alright, there should be a magical annotation on your screen saying to vote for Team Jita unless you are on mobile, in which case I am verbally reminding you, vote Team Jita or you'll have to deal with me crying in tomorrow's vlog. And welcome back to my messy-ish kitchen. We just finished dinner and I am full of energy and food and ready to start baking. So let's get started. Alright, for this frosting, you are going to need 3 sticks of butter. 2 of mine are actually in the microwave because they need to be softened sticks of butter. I tend to go for unsalted sweet cream butter. You could use butter shortening. You could use salted sweet cream butter. It really doesn't matter. It all depends on how you want it to taste. 2 tablespoons of whipping cream. Again, almond extract for almond frosting for almond cupcakes. And finally, powdered sugar. So now that I've assembled all my ingredients, let's work on softening some butter. Action. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is soften our butter. I've already softened 2 sticks, but if you haven't, that's okay. You can soften it in any number of sticks. My microwave has this handy little function to soften. You just hit the soften button, 1, then 1, 2, or 3, depending on how many sticks you have. And there you go. I have said it before and I will say it again. I love Cake Boss measuring cups. I just dropped this one on the ground and it did not break at all. Oh my gosh, I love these. Alright, so next we've got our butter in the bowl. And now we're going to add 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. Whatever. We're going to add 2 1/2 cups of powdered sugar. And I am not leveling, but you really need to level because, as I've said before, in a different baking video, which you may or may not see depending on James's results tomorrow, you should always level because of an episode of Cyber Chase. I can't remember the... Oh yeah, Measure for Measure. And Slider's feet got really huge. And the gang had to save them. There's sugar in this. And they were having trouble mixing up the healing solution because their measuring cups were all wonky and they weren't level. And it was just... Alright. Yeah. Childhood things. So now that we have our 2 1/4 cups of powdered sugar and our 3 sticks of butter in here, we're going to turn it on to a low speed. Oh crud, I forgot. Never add powdered sugar all at once. You really want to put it in cup by cup, or measure it and put it in a bowl, so that it doesn't spray all over and make a huge mess. Although we seem to have avoided most of the mess. So cream it together until it is light and fluffy. Next we're going to add, is it 1 or 2 tablespoons of whipping cream? Forgive me, I don't know this recipe by heart. 2 tablespoons of whipping cream. And if you're like me and you have trouble opening the whipping cream, get someone to help you. Because, as you can tell, this video is not as well thought out as I thought. I've always had trouble opening milk cartons, even when I was a little kid. Okay.
Over the bowl.
Typically, you want to do this over something so that you don't make a huge mess. I should have shaken this before I put it in here, but oh well. So add 1. And liquid measures can kind of be leveled too. This is overfilled. So 2 of those.
But the other one was a little short, so it'll all work out.
It'll all work out. And then 2 teaspoons of almond extract. I need to put this in the dishwasher. Don't judge me. I do not normally cook with dirty things. They just need to get washed. I need to run them all through the dishwasher. Okay, so add 2 teaspoons of almond extract. And if it looks a little soupy, don't be afraid to add a little more powdered sugar. I like mine rather thick, so Just gonna add more. If it gets too thick, add a little more liquid. Either
Water.
Yeah, add water. So yeah, and come over here, Mama. I won't bite. I need to see what's in the bowl. And tell me if it's the right consistency. I am not an icing master. I apologize.
Looks good.
Can definitely taste the almond. Yeah. So let's go get. Now I get to teach you how to use a piping bag and frosting. Alright, I know the lighting is really white and I'm breaking down in the middle of a baking video, but the icing is too thin, so I've got to chill it. So don't be afraid to chill if something happens. I am also going to take this time to briefly address some stuff that is going to go on this week, and may go on from now on. I got a job this week. Or not this week, but last week. I start work on Wednesday, and then I go in on Friday and Saturday too. So those days will be interesting, but I don't know the company policy, but I'm going to be on duty, so I can't actually film while I am on the clock. And plus, I don't know what the store's policy is on social networking. I do get a 30-minute break at some point on Wednesday, but what?
So much information.
Anyways, yeah. Also, I may not vlog tomorrow. I may just make a different video public. I will film tomorrow, but there's not a lot we have planned for tomorrow other than Dancing with the Stars. And by the way, go vote for James, because at this point, Charlie is on the bottom of the leaderboard and Amy is at the top, and Meryl is probably way up there. At this point, it's just James, Candace, Charlie, Meryl, and Amy. At this point, I think it's anyone's game except for Candace's, but at this point, James is on the bottom because he did not have the best scores last week, and Charlie is at the bottom of the leaderboard, and Candace can't be at the top, or close to the top. She's probably, like, in the middle, but they have to have 3 people to be in Jeopardy, so naturally she's going to be in Jeopardy, but we have to vote in order to keep them there, in order to keep James there, okay? And click this video. I made it last week. What I'm saying is still ringing true. Please share and spread the word. We want James to make it to the finals. I don't know that he has, that he can win the finals the way Amy and Meryl are dancing, but he has to have a shot, and we have to get him that shot, please. I've still got 12 minutes before I can even, like, show you the frosting or anything, but yeah, I just wanted to address some of that stuff so that, like, should someone, like, should I have more viewers that are watching this and not logged in, and they come to expect this stuff, that y'all don't freak out. And now back to our regularly scheduled video. Go. Alright, so to prep your icing bag, my cake class instructor taught me how to do this. You want to kind of make a mark around the first spiral on your coupler, if you're using a coupler. And then push it down a little, and then completely snip where that mark is. And try not to cut it too far back. This is a little far back. And then you just put your tip on. This recipe calls for tip 46. I don't have 46, so I'm going to try 47. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to go for tip number 22. And these are all Wilton things. So you stick your tip on, like so. My coupler may be too big, but we'll see. So yeah. It ain't working. Hold on.
2, go.
Aha! I've got it. Alright. So now that you've got your coupler on, you want to roll your bag down about yay far. You can roll it down more if you want, but that's just how far I usually like to go. Put it over a glass like this. And then here's my icing spatula. You want to take an icing spatula. It doesn't necessarily have to be an angled spatula. That's just what I found offhand in the drawer. And if that doesn't work, get a regular spatula. like so. And then just sort of shove it all in there. You know, all nice and messy, like we like to do over here on Guitar Geek 547's channel. Because I'm just so messy. And then you want to take your bag, you want to squeeze it down, squeeze the icing down over the bowl, mind you, so that when it starts to squirt out, like it has,
You don't make a mess all over the countertop like we have.
Yeah. And you just want to squeeze it, make sure it'll work. And this is not the right tip, so I'm going to go ahead and unscrew and switch to tip number 22. But you want to twist your bag like this and try and hold it like this and apply even pressure so that it all comes out and it doesn't like get all messy on top either. So yeah, that's how you do that. And now let me switch tips.
We're watching. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, Mother. Well, now my tip is stuck on my coupler, so this should be an interesting... And did I mention vote Team Jita? Because this boy has worked so hard, and we've seen him come so far.
Did you get your tip out?
No, I can't get the tip out.
One, go.
Alright, so we got the tip situation sorted out. And this is what tip number 22 looks like. And it says to ice it in like a circular pattern, so just sort of like go like this until you have a nice little mound.
That's plenty.
Like that. And now we're going to get to watch my mom's reaction to it. We're filming! Everyone, this is my lovely mommy. Make sure you give her lots of likes because she's just so awesome, and she really didn't want to do this, but I talked her into it because she's just so awesome. Alright, now eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it.
Very good.
Awesome!
Very moist cake.
Alright, and that is how you make almond cupcakes with almond frosting. I even showed you how to put it in the bag. I love you. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow. If I do, it'll either be in a vlog or in a different baking video, which I prepped on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember what day. But yeah, Nathan, get out of the background, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so respected around here. So yeah, click here to like subscribe and lots of fun annotations, full recipe, and link to the actual cupcake recipe below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye! Mama!
Okay, and we're going to show you where Katie put the sugar because it's absolutely hilarious. It goes in the cabinet, and Katie stores it in the refrigerator.